morning, everyone. Today I want to share with you a short handstand preparation flow because I want to train some handstands afterwards, and I really like to warm up my body and my joints and just flow a little bit in my body. So in a sitting position, just bring your right ear to your right shoulder. You're welcome to use the hand and add some more weight. Breathe into the muscle that connects our head to our shoulder. Make sure the shoulder is relaxed. And then slowly release. Take a breath here and then switch left ear to left shoulder. Right shoulder nice and relaxed. If you want, you can add the weight after some breath. Really nice. Interlace the fingers behind the back and let the weight of the elbows bring the chin to the chest. We use our gaze and our neck a lot in handstands, and it's really nice to just give a little stretch before we start. Inhale, lift your elbows up, puff your chest forward, lean into your hands. And exhale, elbows forward. 2 more times. In, lift your chest, elbows wide. And exhale, round. One last time. Open the elbows. Open your heart and chest. And exhale, release and round. Inhale, arms up, release, come into your tabletop position. Make sure your fingers are spread wide, your elbows in line with your shoulders over your wrist. Lift the knees up. Really round your upper back, make yourself round. Inhale, arch forward. Exhale, pull the belly into the spine. Inhale, forward. Just some cat-cow movements here to warm up our spine. And gently place some weight onto the wrist. Next time, walk your feet out. You can keep them hip-width apart. And just shuffle your weight forward and backward, right and left. See where's your anchor point in your wrist so that your whole palm is connected to the floor. Exhale, bring the knees back, walk the hands forward on a hatha pose, stay on your fingertips. Same idea here, pull the belly into the spine and exhale, release. Tiny cat-cow movements here. And then find a moment to just stay in your anahata pose and allow your body to rest, sink into the stretch. Exhale, release, come all the way back and push yourself back into downward facing dog. Take a moment here to feel your breath along your whole spine. And then walk your feet to the front of your mat. Connect your feet, reach forward, halfway lift, Adho Uttanasana. Exhale, bow forward, full Uttanasana. 2 more times. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, bow down. Last one, take the arms with you. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward. Slightly rebend your knees to roll up 1 vertebra at a time. Bring the hands onto the shoulders. Make some big circles here for the shoulders. We just want to warm up our shoulders a little bit. If you want to integrate the whole spine, you can bend the knees and make an 8 with your whole body. The elbows wide, other direction. It just feels really nice to integrate the whole body before we go into tension for our handstand. And then release. Bring the arms up. Reach up tall. Let your chest come up. Exhale, round. Look towards your belly button. Bend your knees. Inhale, come onto your tippy toes. Keep a neutral spine. Exhale on your tippy toes. Bow forward. And then let the heels come down. Inhale, right leg lift. Make sure you are in one straight line without hiking the hip up. Bring the arms to the side. Press out of your left foot. Exhale. Step back into your high lunge. Straighten your left leg. Reach forward halfway. Keep the arms straight ahead. Exhale, gently place them down. Let your head and neck relax. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bow forward one more time. Inhale here. Rebend your right leg. Back up into your high lunge. Lean forward, pull your right knee into your chest as high as it will go. Right leg forward, keep it up. Exhale to the side. Exhale back. Point the toes towards the mat. Pull your core in. And one more circle. Outside, forward, as high as we'll go. And round it all the way back. Inhale forward. Exhale, swing it through into your standing split. Really push the hands into the floor so the belly comes closer to the thigh, the right leg up. Exhale, forward fold, forward Uttanasana, relax. Bring your feet wide for your squat. Arms up. Come a little higher so your hips are in one line with your knees. Interlace the hands behind the back. Pull your chest forward, arms away from your back. Lean forward halfway. Stay deep in your hips. Exhale, release into your squat, hands in front of your heart. Push with the elbows against the thigh. Take a moment to just close your eyes. First, arm balance here. Place your hands down and come into your crow. If you feel good here, you can slowly lower your head down and come into a headstand. From your headstand, slowly come back down. If you stayed in your crow, make sure you come back up. Exhale back to your squat. Close your eyes. One more time. Exhale, hands down, feet parallel. Place both of your hands underneath the feet, Padahastasana. Make sure the feet are all the way to your wrist. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, elbows to the side. Let your head and neck relax. You're always welcome to bend your knees. Every inhale finds the length. Every exhale wants to pull you closer. Release the hands. Walk your feet together. Halfway lift. Exhale, bow forward. Inhale, come back up into a chair, knees together, arms up. Sit a little deeper. So also here you want to bring your hips, if possible, in one line with your knees. Reach up with your arms. Exhale, bow forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, left leg lifts, arms in one line with your shoulders, warrior three. Inhale, pull your knee into the chest, arms up. Pull the knee as high as it will go. Straighten the left leg. And then half circle to the left. Make sure you feel that internal rotation in your thigh bone as you bring the leg back. The hips want to stay in one line. Inhale, hike up the leg all the way to the front. Pull it up. One last time. Big circle to the back. Inhale, bring it all the way back forward. And exhale, swing it through, standing split. Push the hands into the floor. I want you to focus on that pressing motion. Exhale, step it back into your high lunge. Arms up, reach. Exhale, straighten your right leg. Lean forward. Pause for a moment here, find the length in your back. Exhale, bow down, pyramid pose. One more time, inhale, find length. Exhale, bow down. Inhale, rebend the right leg. Come all the way back into your high lunge. Exhale, reach forward. Lift your left leg. Exhale, halfway lift. Both arms alongside of your body. Interlace the hands behind the back. Keep reaching up with your chest. Exhale, bow forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Come all the way up to standing. Step your right leg to the right. Interlace the hands behind the back or keep them interlaced. Exhale, bow forward. Swing your shoulders a little bit from side to side, your hips. Feels really nice. And then release. Walk your hands through the back. Pull the belly into the spine. And take your arms back. Reverse crunch. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay up. Push, push, push. Imaginary ball behind your head. Exhale, release, interlace the elbows. Let yourself dangle in this forward fold. Couple of options here. You can place the hands underneath the shoulder. Imagine your triangle for your handstand. If you want a more challenging version, bring your hands back. Push into the floor to come up into this tripod handstand variation. Try to straddle up and down a couple times to warm up the hips even more, to warm up your balance and your head. And then we come all the way down, release the pressure from your head. Walk your hands forward like a wide-legged downward facing dog. Come into the fingertips, cat and cow here. Slide your hands back. Come all the way up to standing. Walk back to the front of the mat. Take your right leg into your chest. Hike it up really high. Bring it out to the side. Grab the heel. Push into the left leg. Maybe straighten it halfway. It can only be this far, or you can straighten it all the way. Push into your left leg. Exhale, release. Ground your right leg. Hike the left knee into your chest. Feel how this muscle has to pull the leg up. Hip flexor. Take your hand to your heel. Stay upright. Maybe halfway. Maybe all the way. Exhale, release. Inhale. Utkatasana, chair. Arms over your head. Try to imagine you push the ceiling away from you. Exhale, hands down. Step or jump back into your plank. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, back to downward facing dog. Relax your head and neck. And walk your hands to the middle of the mat. Bring your right leg out to the side. Exhale, release. Left leg out. And release. Walk your feet a little closer. Bring your right knee up. Push into the floor. Maybe push so much that you can switch the leg. Push into the floor, other side. It can be more like a tiny hop or a press. And then come back, swing from side to side. Bring the feet together, knees in. I want you to hug your shins, make yourself really small. Maybe you can bring the forehead to the knees. Exhale, release. Bring your hands into a reverse tabletop. Push the chest up, feet parallel. Push the hips up. Head in the neck. I like to really swing a little bit forward and backward to warm up my shoulders. Exhale, release. Legs from right to left. I usually get some cracking here. And then release. Legs in a Baddha Konasana shape. And just wiggle it up and down. Bring the heels really close. Try to push the knees down, right ear to the right shoulder. Other side, left ear to the left shoulder. Release. Legs wide. Try to bring the right hand to the outside of the right leg, ankle, foot. Push the right hip down as much as you can. Left hand can come behind to the opposite thigh. Create a torsion here. Inhale up, other side. hands, push towards the floor, lean forward. Just a couple times, really slightly. To wake up the inner groin. Then take the hands behind the back. Push your chest up. Push into the floor, feet are point or flexed. Maybe you can dip all the way down and come back up. It's a little easier with the arms behind the back. If you want to go arms overhead, like we did before, that's a little more challenging. Let's do one more. Very nice. Bring the legs all the way together. Pull the toes towards you, arms up, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, release. My favorite entry into handstand, and that I learned the first, is standing split. So you place your hands down, your shoulders already on top of your wrists. And you come onto your right tippy toes. This left leg is lifted. You can do tiny jumps until you feel like, okay, this is the moment where I catch my balance. Then you can bring the legs together and just hold your balance for a moment here. Maybe switch the leg. Come back down, really nice and slow. The slower you come down, the more you understand for the way up. Always try both sides. Try to control the way down. Pull your leg into the chest and land safely. And the room is too much for you right now. Make sure you have a free wall. Walk your feet up the wall, find an L shape here. Just lift one leg. Look down in between your hands. Maybe come onto the tippy toes. If you find your balance here, you can do the leg switch here as well. Another handstand variation that's quite accessible in the beginning is bringing your feet wide, placing your hands. Shift your shoulders over your wrists as well, and do some jumps in and out until you get comfortable to jump a little higher. Maybe catch some head and do the same thing again. One day you might feel like, hey, it's quite easy to lift my legs all the way into straight. Same idea here, find your straddle first and lower as slow as you can. And one more handstand fun drill. We start in our squat, and then with the momentum, place your hands and find your frog. Land softly. Find your frog again. We have a couple variations here. You can jump up into your frog. You can find your straddle. You can find your straight. You can find a diamond shape. Back to straddle or frog, so you can land safely in your squat. Make sure after you do your handstands, you release your wrists, maybe just bringing the hands from behind in between your legs. You can also do one arm at a time, maybe make some circles for your wrists. It's really important to release the wrist after we put so much pressure on them.